welcome to the December 1st episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are staying warm, not getting drowned out like we are here in Southwest Michigan. Let me see here, where am I at? I never did share this out. Let's get this thing shared out here. Stop looking at my turkey neck. It's hard to believe just a few days ago we were we were sitting here fighting 17-degree temperatures and 6 inches of snow on the ground and everything else. Come on, kick the pig. Or kick this pig. Morning, Tony. Good to see you. Now it's just above freezing and raining to beat the band out there, and I gotta walk to work this morning. Yippee-ki-yo-ki-yay. Somehow, some way, sometime in the near future, I have to invest in a coat that is both warm and waterproof. So it's either winter coats or it's my duster, which is too small to put a coat under. So, like 45 and raining. I think we're at 39 right now, and it's raining hard. We got a 100% chance of rain all day today. So, God only knows what business is even going to be like. But I have to open up this morning, so I'm going to go do my thing. Morning, Nick. Good to see you. Let me see here. Yep, Nick and Tony. There was four in here just a few minutes ago. Oh. But I hope everybody's had a good week and everything's going well and everybody's staying warm and dude, I did make a trade for a 50 caliber muzzle loading pistol for your TC or CVA. There we go. Yeah, good deal. I thought it was a rifle, but it's a pistol. Wow. What kind of muzzle loading pistol did you get in 50 caliber? Oh, all right. Thank you, Tony. 50 caliber, man, that's an awful big. Is it a percussion or is it a flint or what it is? What is it? Morning, Sarah. I don't know that I have seen the thing. Okay. Hope you're doing good, Sarah. I'm sure you've already seen the first signs of winter out there. It's percussion. Let's see. It is one of those that uses modern 209 primer. Okay. Okay. Well, a mystery pistol. I like that. I like mysteries. Good morning, Mr. Santee. Good to see you, sir. I'm doing well. It's not too bad this morning. Now, this is like our first morning. We're supposed to be, I think, at 41 today. Right now it's about 39. Like I said, 39 and raining like hell out there. It's going to be a fun walk to work this morning. I think I might be able to get my hoodie on under my duster. Um, that way I'm not soaked when I get to work to open. Hopefully we're busy and not standing around with our thumbs up our wall tusies because, well, it makes for a very long day. Makes for a very long day, and while it's raining like this, none of our normal construction workers are going to be coming in. Um, might get a couple of our nurses and stuff that come in, maybe some of our courthouse workers and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We went from snow to mud. We still had snow on the ground yesterday morning, and by I think we got up to 30. I think we got up to 39, 38 or 39 um, yesterday. And by the time I left for work last night, because I had to close last night, by the time I left for work, there was just little bits of snow uh, stuck in the shadows and stuff. But this morning, oh yeah, I've already looked outside. It's all gone. It was so cold yesterday morning. Hell, it took almost 15 minutes for the wife's windows to defrost enough that she could drive. My youngest is going in for surgery this morning for some large growth in her abdomen. Oh my God, that poor thing. Jesus, I am so sorry. I hope everything comes out all right, Tony. Surgery that does make for a long day. Praying for her, Tony. Yeah, definitely let us know how it goes. Yeah, I mean, nobody likes to go to work and run around like a chicken with their head cut off all day. But at least time flies when you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Um, Days like, well, 2 days ago when I was there during the lunch shift and everything, it was just slow. And now the owners are talking about selling the business. I'll tell you what. I honestly wish I had the money. I would yeah, I'd buy that place. We have so many ideas of ways to draw in business, but they want to try to make money without spending any money, and it just don't work that way. I mean, you got to pay bands to come in, you got to pay entertainers to come in, you have to, you know, not carry 300 different things on the menu or 250 different kinds of drinks. Um, there's something. Yeah, those find something to do kind of days at work. But since I'm opening today, it gives me a chance to introduce the calzone to folks. I've uh, I've mastered cooking it in the style of oven that we have. We have a 4 level oven, and it's actually 2 levels of burners and 2 levels of cooking area. And nobody else in this area offers a calzone. So we have one other pizza place here in town, and then we have 2 of them the next town north of here, and none of them offer a calzone. So we're going to be doing a nice fat calzone. I used to keep projects laying around, but that was never enough. Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, if it gets too awful slow, I can just clean. I mean, polish up all the stainless, make it look good. But yeah, I guess the owners are looking to sell. Our boss man was in there yesterday with two prospective buyers, also Indian. Um, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Kind of makes me wish I had $250,000 just laying around buy a business. Cleaning my old shop used to kill about an hour. Well, I've got floors I can deck scrub and then mop. I've got the stainless steel hood and everything in the kitchen that I can polish up. And then, tomorrow when I get in there, it'll look like it's not been touched in a month because nobody else cleans it. But oh well. That's all right. It's job security. A deep clean was done spring and fall, would take a day. I don't think this place has ever had a deep clean. Not in the year and 3/4 that our current owners have owned it. All the floors need, you know, completely degreased, repainted. Um, the dining room floor could really stand a hard deck scrubbing, or at least a buffing or something. Storeroom the same way. They bought it. They brought in new equipment, and they brought in some used new equipment, and then opened. So adds flavor. It does. You're right. How you doing today, Fish? Good, I hope. Hope you're having some good weather down there in Georgia. Been working on some new videos, y'all. What? Let me see here. Yesterday was Operation Northwoods. Sunday's going to be Apollo 11, the prearranged speech in case of mission failure. And then Tuesday we got a really good one coming out. It is it is about an old 1950s Western actress named Gail Davis. So going to get into the fact of her being the very first female TV heroine, drama heroine, and how she inspired generations of women for her, how close her actual personality was to the character she portrayed. Let me see here. The parts building was a bigger challenge. I always wanted to rearrange and make it flow better. Man, I think every business could use a little rearranging and easier flow. Been sick since Sunday, finally getting normal. Getting the crap that hit us yesterday. Probably so. Probably so. It started raining here middle of the night. I got up at a little after 3 this morning, and it was a downpour. And believe you me, the old arthritis was starting to feel it. feeling it in my back, feeling it in my hands, my shoulders, my knees. You know, old Uncle Arthritis, he never lets you forget for very long that he's always around. But it is bone dry in the garage for a change. I bet it is. That brand new roof was probably a pretty good idea. I've been looking for a company here in Michigan that does the metal roofing. Some of them on occasion will, um, if you let them use your house as a demo house to show people, the quality of the work, they don't charge for the work. And seeing as how this place was built with 10-year shingles, and this spring will be 20 years this house has been built, and never had anything done to the roof. Um, yeah, we have a lot of moss growing up there. So, which, in northern Indiana, Michigan, especially in Michigan, they like to put the copper strips under the shingles. They didn't do it with this place. The copper strips seem to keep moss from growing on your shingles, and yeah, they did not do it with this place. So yeah, I shouldn't have put it off so long. To be honest, yeah, it's funny how we always put off those little things like that. Oh, I got time. Oh, I'll take care of it a little later. Yeah, I'll do it when I got more time. And then you wake up some morning and you go out in the garage to listen to the radio or watch TV or play on the computer or something, and three-quarters of your garage floor's got a big puddle in it and a steady drip coming from two or three different seams on the ceiling. It's not only something like that. We got a whole bunch of a big roll of heavy duty winter cellophane to cover, part of the porch for the kittens and stuff like that. And you know, I said, well, when the temperature gets back up there, so I'm not freezing while I'm putting this stuff up, I'll go on and I'll put it up. And well, lo and behold, guess what happened? We went from freezing to rain. So I should have done it the other day when there was still a little bit of snow out there. But I also had to work, so I had a really good excuse why it didn't get done. Good morning, Santa. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well up there, getting ready. You got a whole big whopping 24 days to go, man. Squatch, good morning. Hope you're doing well this morning, my friend. Oh, oh, your garage was worse than that, huh? So busy this year. I guess Santa's everywhere. Well, I mean, more more so you than anybody else, but you got your little helpers that like to dress up as you and go out and put smiles on kids' faces and stuff. Um, we have one of them in here, and I guess he's already gone out and done his first little luncheon thing last Sunday. So, oh yeah, I met Harry Nuts yesterday. Abba, um, I hope it was a good meeting. Went charter fishing, going shark tooth hunting today. Very cool. Very cool. Warmest winter I've ever seen. Actually, we got about 5.5 inches of snow on Halloween. Um, and then earlier this week we got another um, 5 inches of snow, and it's all gone now. Now we're today's supposed to be in the very very low 40s and rain all day long. 100% chance of rain today, 40% chance tomorrow, like a 60% chance the next day. So yeah, they're talking like 5 days of rain. So, but the temperatures start to drop the last day or so, and it's supposed to switch back over to snow. So, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so far this year we've got about 10, 11 inches of snow. We just yesterday, oh today is the first day we have been out of the 30s in for the whole week. I don't get to choose other people's channel names. No, no. I mean, it's a very catchy name. I mean, it's one of those names that you'll never forget. Was freezing night before last, 59 degrees this morning. Yeah, it was too cold to go outside at work last night without having some kind of a coat on. And yeah, this morning, we're already at 39. We're supposed to get up to 41 with the rain, but not have the wind we had last night. So, hopefully, like I said earlier, hopefully people will actually come out and get a bite and stuff like that today, instead of it being a dead day. Um, I can always use the tips. I'm not going to complain about it. You have a job like mine, and the waitresses make the money for taking your food out, and you're making minimum wage, and yeah, bundled up to go out. It felt really done. Well, I wouldn't have felt dumb about it, that's for sure. Better safe than sorry, man. That's how I always look at it. Better safe than sorry. I would rather bundle up and go outside and not really need it than to put on a windbreaker and go outside and freeze your cojones off till you get back in your nice warm house. Oh God, what else did I want to talk about this morning? I'm not gonna go into another long drawn out thing about the Secret Santa or the Adopt a Family thing. That's pretty much covered in all the videos. I'm not gonna sit here and bore everybody with it. Um, Let me think. Work, rain, snow, Christmas, videos. All right, Tony. Nope. Think that's about it. I think that's pretty much all I really had to talk about. It's your turn. Of course, I've already started breaking out the Christmas stuff. Right there's my Christmas tree. I got my I got my mug out. Dear Santa, it was the cat. I might even be breaking out the old Santa coat here real soon. I'll start wearing that to work with my Santa hat. Hope you have a great holiday season. Good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Long time no see, man. Well, it's going to be a good holiday season regardless, man. It's going to be a good holiday season regardless. I hope you and yours has a really nice holiday season. The way I figure it, after the year we've had with grandma's passing, with taking over the house payments, with the mortgage company being sporadic when they pull out their mortgage payments, throwing our account into the negative, working our way out, dropping that down. Like I said, we may have to put off Christmas for a couple months till things, straighten back out again. But the way I look at it, any day that we wake up alive and can tell each other that we love each other and, share that sentiment with others outside our household, be it on here, be it around town, whatever, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Damn, I nearly forgot today is my 42nd anniversary. Man, I'll tell you what, you better beat feet somewhere and get that woman some flowers and hit your local dollar store, pick her up a box or two of chocolate covered cherries. Maybe hit a floral shop and see how many bags of rose petals you can get, and sprinkle them going in the door all the way to the bathroom. Bye, babe. Have a good day. I've been visiting West Edmonton Mall and our Bass Pro Shop since 15 November. Will be going strong until December 24th. Very cool. Very cool. You are staying busy, Santa. Uh, Photos against anxiety. Good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. We don't do gifts. And some people don't. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, still, congratulations on it being your anniversary. But I I always do it here with the family, with my daughter, with my wife. Hell, we even celebrate the cat's birthday. Ralphie will be 6 years old this year. So this channel is supporting a family for Christmas. If so, yes. Last year we did the same thing. We did. Well, we tried to do the adopt a family thing. It wasn't as successful. I mean, we were able to give something, but it wasn't, a lot. And then we did some Toys for Tots last year. This year we're doing the adopt a family thing, and then we're doing the Secret Santa thing with a local business that strictly runs off donations. They get no governmental funding at all. And they do a food pantry, a clothing pantry, and then, of course, they have the deal where they help people with bills and stuff that they can't make, higher electric bills than normal or gas bills or whatever. They do a lot of work with retired or disabled veterans, the elderly, and just the low income or financially challenged folks. So, yep, we're going to do it again this year. Um, Conundrum, good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. Like I said, I just hope you guys are all staying warm. Hope you're staying healthy. I uh, I was talking to someone day before yesterday, and they were waiting on their test results to get back. They had just come from the doctor, and they felt like they had all of the symptoms of the original um, Big C that was out and around here a couple years ago. Um, the doctor, well, it doesn't seem like that to me. And they said, well, I had it back then, doc, and it's just exactly how it felt. So they were waiting on the results, and I've not seen them since. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking that it might have been positive because these. I mean, I live in a teeny tiny community, guys. You hiccup too loud at the gas station, and by the time you drive to the other end of town, the information is just getting to that side of town. That's how fast things spread around here. So, yeah, I would say there's probably a very good possibility that they probably did have it, um, and they're stuck at home now. It's nice this morning. It's like -1. -1. My goodness. Let me see. Right now we are at. Right now we are at. Oh, we're at 40 degrees now. We're at 40 degrees. So we have, what, one more degree until we hit our high for the day. Oh, let me think. Let me think. What is -1 in Fahrenheit? I've never learned conversion. They don't. Nobody here in the States uses Celsius. It's my communication with my friends in Canada and the in England, Scotland. Normally, when I'm just chatting with them, and they'll spout out a temperature. Let me see here, like 29 or 30 degrees. Okay, so yeah, you're about 10 degrees less than we are, Carnundrum. Thank you, photos. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, and every little bit helps. Um, like I said, the organization, um, that's one that's near and dear to my heart. Being a veteran myself, and knowing what they do. When I have the extra money, even I'll go in there and I'll buy clothes just to keep money flowing in. You know, even if it's a $3 jacket or a $3 pair of jeans or a $2 shirt, um, a candle stand or something that I can use for my reenactments, even knives. You know, people donate. People donate a lot of kitchen appliances, a lot of chef's knives, knife sets. Um, I'll go in there and I'll buy knives and stuff to have here at the house, or to carry back and forth to work. Just whatever to keep things flowing back in, because they do a lot of good and they help a lot of people out. So that's one that's very near and dear to my heart. And then, of course, you know, doing the adopt a family thing means a lot. You know, there's just so many folks that just need help of one kind or another, and you know, it makes me feel good to know that we can help those people. Um, -5 Celsius here. That's 23 Fahrenheit for you. Thank you. Let me see here. Kids need shoes. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. You know, mine's 15 now, and she's still growing, dude. You get back up this way, fish. You will not believe her from the last time you seen her. I mean, she is literally like that much taller than me, and constantly growing. Clothes we bought for her, what, 3 months ago, 4 months ago to start school, are this far up her ankles now. Shoes, the same way. She's actually wearing the same size shoes as her mom now. Kids always need shoes. 14 Fahrenheit here in Edmonton. You know, I could be happy with 14, but I would want 14 and a buttload of snow, so my two nephews are growing like a Sasquatch. That's what I feel about her sometimes. You know, she's just, we bought her, what, 9.5 in um, August, and she is her mom wears a 10.5, and Ash is almost. I mean, her toes are like what, about inch and a half, 2 inches from the end of a 10.5 now. So, good morning from rainy central Indiana. Glad it's liquid this time and not snow. Hey, Bubba. Central Indiana. Well, that means you're only about 3 hours south of me because I am just literally that far over the Michigan line from Indiana. Just stopped raining in central Illinois. Oh, I can tell you exactly how long the rain's going to last. Let's see here. And we flip that up and we go over here and we hit the Doppler. And we pull it up. And it's feeding right across northern Indiana, straight up here into southwest Michigan, coming across the lake and everything else. So, but like I said, we got a 100% chance of rain all day long today. So it's still going to be raining when it's still going to be raining when it's time to get off work this evening. You know, Bubba, it starts with snow, then it becomes rain. I think we're down something like 7 or 8 inches of rain for the year. Storm cloud, oh yeah, conundrum, easier to see the yellow stains in the snow too. Never eat yellow snow. There's your advice for the day. Never eat yellow snow. It's just no good for you. Don't and contrary to what people will tell you, those little brown spots on a white snow cone that you have scooped out of your yard are not chocolate chips. I can almost guarantee that that is either rabbit or squirrel poop, or around here, outside homeless kitty poop. That is not a snow cone. Yeah, that is not yellow, kid. That is not lemon snow cones, kids. Look out for through snow snakes. Well, hello, Leland. Good to see you, man. It has been God since forever since you've been around. You've been working like a Hebrew slave, or just found a better channel to. What the hell am I saying? There is no better channel to hang out at the morning. Of course I missed you. I was just thinking about you the other day. Look out for those yellow snakes. Oh, yes, I'm sure. Well, now, no, not technically. Um, not technically. Grumpy don't miss anybody, but I do. This is a cool channel after Amy's show. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know too. For those of you that do watch our paranormal videos and stuff, um, I released that last investigation that I done with Ferris the Fam just 3 days after we done it. But because they have a higher quality camera and microphone system that they carry around at the investigations, they picked up a lot more from our drunk redneck that come after us at the last investigation. And they just put that video up yesterday, or no, they put it up earlier in the week, I think. So definitely go over and check out Ferris the Fam. Um, I don't remember the name of the video, but it ends with drunk asshole. This is the guy who drove up the service road on the old railroad um, embankment and started verbally attacking us, telling us we were on drugs, telling us we were shining deer, going to call the police, going to call DNR, have us detained because we were too close to his private property. Then, then attempted to, um, then attempted to turn his truck around on it and almost flipped his truck down the embankment. And as we were leaving the area, as to not be confronted because we didn't know if he had a weapon or not, um, he come ripping in the cemetery and spun his truck around right behind us and then chased us about 7 miles before breaking off his pursuit. So, but yeah, they have all that really cool stuff on their video. You can hear him really well. I don't get notifications that you go live. Well, maybe you need to unsubscribe, then resubscribe again. And make sure that your notifications is set to all. I've had to do that quite a bit here this year. Uh, Whenever I just happen to catch a video or something in my suggested videos, uh, if I'm not getting my notifications, then I will go to that channel. I will unsubscribe, then resubscribe, then make sure that my notifications are set to all. So maybe your YouTube notification is off on your app. That's why I always carry a gun. Well, and see, you know how I am about carrying a modern firearm with me because there are way too many laws that go around modern firearms that don't go around primitive firearms. So I can get away with a lot more carrying a primitive firearm than I can carrying a modern firearm. And it just so happens I don't have any primitive style pistols anymore to carry. So, you know, I can get my hands on a couple of nice 6 shooters and a, you know, holster to carry them in. By God, I'll never leave home without them, just like I used to not. And there I went again. Okay, now we're back to collar again. That's so odd, walking around with a gun. You'd be amazed, Conundrum, how many people here in the States actually do it. I mean, you know, it was just here a couple months ago that the gas station that my owner of my bar got robbed, and guy walked in. He was going to steal some stuff. Then he proceeded to run behind the counter with a knife, and it just so happened that a local armed security guard from another business here in town was walking in the door and seen the dude running at um, our gentleman that works there. Um, Prince is his name. And the guy, I mean, just as quick as could be, popped it, told him to stop, tech, 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 tech. Hit him 3 of the 4 times and took him down before he ever got to Prince, and that's only 10 feet. So, you know, having having the ability of good people to be armed really does make people feel safer. Laws are in place, only to be broken. It's like truth or dare. Might be coming up to see FSU play Notre Dame next year. Oh, that's cool. Definitely missed you the last couple of years, bud. Matter of fact, Steph and I were just talking the other day about it's been so long since we saw you, and even on your last visit, when you came up to see Garth Brooks um, at Notre Dame last year, we didn't get to see you. And I said, it's come to that point where we have those friends that we've made, through the channel or whatever, and they became a regular part of our family. We know we get to see them once or twice a year, and then when we don't, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's like you're missing out on seeing family. Had an officer involved city shooting last night at McDonald's 3 miles away. Man was on top of a woman with a knife held to her throat. Crazy town lately, it seems. Jeez, criminy. Go figure. They play on the 9th of November. I've been one. I've been one. Would feel safer. I've been. I have to. Hold on a second. We're going to fix this because I can't read that bloody thing behind that heart. L. Oh, there we go. I've been one. Would feel safer. Lot lizard involved. Next to the McDonald's. I do a mean Garth Brooks karaoke. I've not got a chance to do karaoke in so long. I love doing it. And it's really funny you mention um, how crazy the town is down that way, Bubba. Mark and I were just talking a few months ago, and we would actually like to find investigations down around Indy. Um, go down for a weekend or something like that. And we would like to get into some of the tunnels under the town. And then I just recently found out that downtown Indianapolis, right there around Monument Circle, when they raised the streets and turn of the century, a lot of the old buildings and stuff are still under the streets right there at Meridian and whatever that east-west road is that leads to the state capitol and then goes past Monument Circle. But a lot of the old buildings and stuff are still right there. Um, we'd love to get down there and do some investigations. Not to mention the old buildings, the architecture, and the fact I used to live right there, just 12 blocks north of Monument Circle, and I had a lot of friends down there that I've lost touch with in the last 12 years, 11 years. The town is built on old tunnels from World War One. So much cool old town tunnels. Lots of history, the underground, slave train, and everything. Oh, definitely. The Underground Railroad was really big through Indiana. Um, a lot of our movement with the Underground Railroad here in southwest Michigan came via Fort Wayne. A lot of your Quaker families and stuff would lived in that area around Fort Wayne, and they would come up and come up into Southwest Michigan and buy property, and um, the Underground Railroad would come right out into Southwest Michigan. And of course, the Quakers were helping to settle the escaped slaves and stuff, and a lot of the Quaker farmers had cabins built way back in the back of their property on the wood in the woods and stuff, and that's where that what they call them freedom seekers now. They don't call them escaped slaves or anything, um, but they would come up here and stay for a year or whatever, get paid for what they done on the farm, and then they would help them either get up into Canada through Windsor, or take them up into extreme northern Michigan. And some of them settled up there. Some of them went on and crossed the border up there into Canada. So everything. Tunnels used to run ammo to the front lines. They closed them down long ago. Now, where are you at, Carnundrum? Okay, Lindsay. All right. I've never been through Lindsay. The few times I've been to Ontario, um, I've crossed the Ambassador Bridge out of Detroit straight into Windsor, and either gone to London or to Chatham. And that's actually the only places that I have been in Ontario. And I love the area. It's absolutely beautiful up there. The people are all friendly. Um, I'd love to come back. But since I don't drive anymore, and the wife never gets any time off work, yeah, it may be a while. It used to be called Pearly Mills. Hmm, that's very cool. Buddies wanted to go across the bridge into Canada since they could go to the nudie place at age 18. They didn't want to wait until 20. I never had the chance to frequent any suggestive bars when I was up there. We were going up for the Battle of Thames reenactment in Chatham, so and it always took us so long to cross the bridge with um, muskets, 200 or 300 pounds of black powder, cannons, knives, swords. I mean, we never got in any trouble. We never got detained because of what we were doing. We got detained because the border officers wanted to take pictures holding our muskets, and standing next to the cannons and things like that. So we always give ourselves that little bit of extra time to let them play. Um, and it got to that point where they became so familiar with us that when we would pull up to the gate and they'd want us to pull off to the side, they'd always get this big smile on their faces. I ran a place that used to be the hospitals for the soldiers. Very cool. A lot of Southern women got sent up north during the war. I wonder why. I never heard of that before. It's very interesting. Never go to nudie bars. You'll leave broke. Not I. I don't like giving money to my wife, let alone somebody else's wife. And my basket's clogged up again. I miss my old percolator, y'all. My wife done a great job finding this new percolator for me when my old one died. It's just not as big as the old one, and it isn't made as good. But I'm sure I'm sure some of you older fellers out there remember the old metal percolators that had the metal tray on the inside, and this one here is cheap metal on the outside and it's all plastic on the inside. Hell, it don't even seal. I gotta put duct tape on the lid to make it seal properly, so when it percolates, it don't blow coffee out the lid all over my table and stuff. The more you pay for it, the cheaper it's built. We have panthers up here. Man-eating panthers. Panthers and cougars. What's next? Psha. Tell me about it. A manther is a woman without a kid. Them is the scary ones. Yeah, the ones without kids. Those are the scary ones right there, because then they'll trap you. They'll trap you. They'll When they get done with you, they'll have a kid, and then they'll slap you around for child support. And yep. Sherman ordered approximately 400 Roswell mill workers, mostly women, arrested as traitors, shipped as prisoners to the north with their children. Wow. I did not know that. That's an interesting piece of history I had no clue about. When you find a good woman, keep her around. The others will eat you up. They sure will. Oh, Nick and laces. You shouldn't. Places too. Very, very true. Very true, Tony. You should not put it in laces or places it shouldn't be. My grandma worked in a factory in Mississauga in World War II. During the Civil War, nearly 20,000 women lent their skills and efforts in everything from growing crops to feed Union troops to cooking in Army camps. Then they turned it into a paper factory. Oh, wow. Very, very interesting. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Um, I got a huge laugh last week. Um, or yeah, last week is when I started advertising for the adopt a family and the Secret Santa thing. Last week and a half ago, whenever it was, um, I had gotten our very first donation since June, and it was for a big whopping 2 cents. Honest to God, literally, they sent 2 cents. I think it probably cost them more to send it than they actually sent. I I looked at it and I just kind of like, and I had never heard of the person before. I didn't know who it was. I went back, tried to trace them on Facebook, tried to trace them on YouTube, on Instagram. Never could find them. No clue who they were. Um, then Grandpa, who died before I was born, used to work in steel mill in Gary, Indiana, building the World War II tanks and stuff back when Gary was safe. Well, it sure ain't safe no more. Gary is now touted as the um, having the highest crime rate per capita in the Midwest. Um, I mean, somebody will literally mug you for a $5 bill and your tennis shoes. Um, when I first moved up to northern Indiana before I moved to Michigan, my mom and dad were into somebody down in Tennessee at the grocery store, and they said that they were from South Bend, Indiana, and my mom and dad said, "Oh, my son just moved east of South Bend," and uh, he's like, "No, tell him to move. Tell him to keep going north. You don't want South Bend. You don't want Gary. You don't want Elkhart. You don't want none of those places up there. Tell him to go to a small town. Tell him to go to Michigan, whatever. Keep him out of the cities. They will literally kill you for a $20 bill up there." Said especially Gary, Indiana. If he's anywhere around Gary, LaPorte, Michigan City, anything like that, tell him to move. Over 21,000 women served Union military hospitals, and similar numbers estimated for the Confederacy, with 10% of those women. Wow. Don't let your car break down in Gary. Nope. Don't ever run out of gas when you're going through Gary. You pull off to the side of the road and take your gas can to walk to the gas station. By the time you get back, it's going to be down to nothing but a frame. If they can resell it, it's coming off that car. You might even come back and find nothing there. Run red lights also in Hammond. Life is different in my town. I haven't locked my car in 20 years. And that's something that people don't randomly do here. Um, my wife did not start locking her car until 2 winters ago when we had a brother and sister that lived out south of town in the country, they would, right around Christmas time, they would come in and start raiding people's cars at night, taking the money they had in their cars, taking their radios, taking their CDs, anything, anything that they could use or make money off of. They were stealing out of people's cars, and that's when, you know, that's when people started locking their doors again and locking their cars up. Leave doors unlocked, save money on windows. Yeah, yep. They never broke into a car though. They would go around. They would literally grab hit cars that, yeah. I mean, and wasn't even the fact they were going around setting off alarms, checking them. They'd walk around with a flashlight at night, and they would look at the door across from them to see if it was locked or unlocked. Um, and then they'd pop it open, clean it out, and move on. But they got caught after 4 months of doing that. They wound up getting caught, and people went right back to not locking their cars again. Hell, sometimes not even locking their houses. You can get robbed anywhere. It is true. It is true. There's not very many places out there anymore where people feel secure enough to leave their doors unlocked and stuff. You know, it's not like when we grew up, when, you know, you could leave and go to work and leave your house unlocked, leave your windows open, whatever the case may be. Hell, now somebody just walk right up, cut your screen, and crawl right through. They don't care. I lock my truck, never know when I might leave a gun in it. True, very true, very true. And you know, um, it would be very saddening to know that somebody broke into your vehicle and um, you know, took a weapon out of your vehicle and then used that weapon to commit a crime. So yeah, they can try it at my house if they want. Well, and you know, that's pretty much how I feel about it too. You know, granted, you know, I have no projectile weapons here, with the exception of that Uber-X um, 9 millimeter, the pellet gun. I mean, it's 700 some odd feet per second. It's going to knock somebody down. It's not going to kill them. Let's shoot them in the eye, but it's going to knock them down. But other than that, we've got so many edged weapons around this house that everything from battle axes to bearded axes to Scottish swords to Viking swords to whatever. So I feel sorry if anybody ever breaks in here in the middle of the night. The coroner is going to have to come up here and show up with grocery bags instead of a body bag, because they're going to go out in pieces. My dad's town outside of Timmins only has 100 people in it. I'd feel safe there. I would too. The smaller the town, the happier I am. People in that town carry around their hunting rifles. Oh, you mean like we used to do in the back of our truck windows and stuff, going back and forth to school back in the 80s when there weren't laws in effect prohibiting it? I grew up in a farming community though, so you know, 80% of the pickup trucks out in the parking lot at the school had at least a shotgun and a rifle in the back window. I have plenty of acreage and other things. They won't find the body. It wouldn't be sad, and not if they broke in and stole the thing. Very true. It's like a different time when you're in that town. And there are so few towns like that still in the world where the 21st century and a lot of the newer technology and newer architecture and stuff have never caught up with them. That's one thing I really love about this little village that I live in. Though our whole downtown area is only like a block. Um, a lot of the buildings that were built the latter part of the 19th century are still standing. Some of them have been refaceted. They've had brand new faces put on them, but when you walk out of our bar, right across the street from the bar is the old hotel here in town. Um, it used to be um, it used to be a long hotel with a big centerpiece entryway that was the original lobby. Now it's what, five different businesses or five different storefronts now. Yeah, the town only has five roads. So old. I grew up in a town of 100. I've never been in a town that small. Now, I've gone to Fort Jennings, Ohio, where they don't even have a stoplight or a stop sign on the main road going through town. The only stoplight is hooked on the side of a bar for decoration. Um, they have one gas station. They have a little family-owned lumber yard, um, a bar, a diner, and I think outside of town, um, they have a school, probably three churches. My town, it's 3,500 people, but that's the entire rural area around our town too, what they consider part of our village. About 3,500 people. So inside town though, you're probably looking at 1,500 people. One combination gas station, bar, liquor store, and two schools and five churches. I went to a two two room school that held kindergarten through eighth. Wow. I was never that lucky. My first school held kindergarten through fifth grade. Um, and then I went to a little teeny tiny country school that did sixth grade, and we went back into town for seventh and eighth, and then back out in the country for high school. A lot of nothing in between big cities. Very true. Fifth grade was interesting. Fifth grade was interesting. Fifth grade was very interesting. That was the very first time I ever fell in love with a teacher. And she was fresh out of college. She was only like 22 years old. Just cuter than a bug in a rug. Had red hair. That's what started the addiction, guys. I believe her name was Harris. Here's a small town for you. I spent a lot of my teen years in a town called Janetville, Ontario, Canada. Maybe 50 people. Oh, wow. That's very, very cool. See, I would love to experience a small town like it. Here in Michigan, we call them villages when they're that small. Grade school is a house now. Wow. Oh, guys, we got about 7 minutes left. Then I got to get myself ready for a nice walk in the rain and hopefully a very busy day at work. But that's okay because I'll be going in there today. I'll be debuting the Cow Zone up there today. So hopefully it'll take off. People will like it. Just pick it up and eat it like a taco. Taco pizza. There we go. Quit your whining and take a bar or so. I might do that. Even though it's a very, very cold shower, I might just wind up doing that. Yeah, I had one store for everything. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Fish. I'm going to put on my black hooded sweatshirt, and I'm going to put on my duster, and that's exactly how I'm going today. I will sacrifice the heat to not be wet all day. Tighten those old pores. Yep, that's exactly it. I don't know, brother. I can give you a ride to work if you want. I don't want you to get out if you don't have to, Mike. I appreciate that, bud. But I don't want you to get out and get cold yourself if you don't have to go out for something. I mean, just to run my old wrinkled butt 5 blocks. I'll tell you what, I might forego the ride to work for a ride home from work, though. That way I don't come home and be all burr and wet and tracking it in the house and stuff like that. At least I have a mop at work. I can mop my tracks up. It'll make him soft or softer. Ugly Tony. I ain't soft. I'm still tough. Gristly. That's it. Gristly. That's the word I was looking for. No, I'm actually going to take it today before I leave for work. Um, I was going to take it last night, but I called ahead of time and found out that I wasn't going to need that little extra boost of energy because it was um, deader than the local funeral home up there last night. So I figured today it's excellent. Do not take it at night. Yeah, and it's real funny because Mike and I were just together the other day when that we had gotten all that snow and we were talking about his arthritis and what really hurts it compared to mine, and for him the cold air does it. For me, it's a cold rain that really makes my joints and stuff hurt. And go figure, I've got a cold rain and then got to go work by myself all day. Cold wet myself, excellent. Don't take it at night. I won't take it at night, believe me. The dampness and cold, definitely. Hey, Bud Files, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. For me, it is a shift in weather. Yep. See, the weather changing don't really get me. I think that's really what disrupts my sleep. But I was talking to a nurse that comes up and eats lunch almost every day. I was talking to her the other day about the sweating. And she said that with my wife having a fan on at night, my body kind of regulate my body temperature because I am older than my wife is. My skin is thinner, my blood is thinner. So my body tries to regulate my temperature and I start to sweat. But if I leave the room and go to like the living room or something like that and lay on the couch, I don't sweat at night. So, yeah, that crazy wife of mine, she has to have a fan on, the window open 365 days a year. I think it's funny how women have hot flashes when they get older and men have cold flashes. Wow, just lost the computer again, or the monitor. One day I need a new computer. I got to get a new computer. Just let me know what you want. I'll be around all day. I appreciate it, bud. I really do. I appreciate it. I'll let you know. Like I said, I might walk to work just because I need the exercise. Um, and it's 85 degrees in that kitchen, so I'll dry out pretty quick whatever does get wet. But walking home, it's a whole different animal because this stuff's supposed to keep going all day long. Actually, for the next few days. So, wow. I would have swore one of the cats was just playing with my foot. Take care, fish. We'll catch you later, bud. It is that time, guys. It's 9:30 here, and I got to get ready. It's going to be an interesting day. So y'all take care. I'm going to try to be on Terrence. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. We're just getting ready to close out. Um, but I'm going to try to be on possibly tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet. Just depends. But I'll let everybody know ahead of time. Just keep your eyes on your notifications. But I'm gonna get out of here and get ready for my day. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And y'all have a good day. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, which I think I might, quite honestly. But y'all take care. We'll catch y'all later.